meaning you just take a big shit.
I mean, you have now created super dung beetles that are 20 stories tall.
Yo,
And they now seek only your poop.
and like I wasn't
Your progeny are gonna suffer.
I wasn't healthy, so like some of my skin cells were in that poop. Well, epithelial cells were in that poop, and
It turns into life.
yeah, now they all have part of my DNA.
Oh my god,
And they
imagine
recognize me
micro
as the alpha.
micro micas.
Yo, shit monsters, yeah.
Milo?
Don't worry.
Okay.
He'll have us
We're
covered.
perfect. We're perfect. We're golden. We're good to go.
Starting now?
Yeah, starting now.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Okay.
You were recording that entire time?
It was recording.
It wasn't.
Well, only my track.
Oh, what a
No,
fucking
the
asshole.
red circles right on.
Jesus Christ.
So,
The red
as I said
circles.
before in the previous recording, would you let a girl peg you? And you asked.
No, thank you.
Oh, you gotta ask.
I'm
what it is.
not gonna.
You gotta ask what it is though.
No. Now I know.
Alex, ask me what pegging is.
What is pegging?
It's when a person, I mean usually female, uses a strap on
Wow, Alex, you didn't know that?
another person. Usually male. So you said yes, and then you said
No, I
probably.
said.
I said no.
What about Kieran?
Why-
Kieran,
why'd you
what
say
would
no?
you do?
That hole is reserved for Jesus.
Huh?
Why did you say no?
Because I've had poops that hurt so bad. I'm like, this
get
ain't
enough
for
of that
me,
one.
chief. This ain't it.
Maybe you can help me with those.
That's
Loosen you
true.
up.
That's true. Listen you
Get
up.
you ready for the next poop.
Yeah. Have you tried it with KY?
Huh?
Poop with KY.
Yeah, I say exactly. You never put lubricant in your butt before you pooped.
Well, why specifically KY? I've heard that mentioned like multiple
I
times
mean, it's
now.
the most known
It's,
one.
yeah,
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's the.
I never
like, it
use
has the
lube. I never
most-
use lube.
What happened?
I never use lube. That's why.
And how's your sex life?
You don't need lube with your hand, nigga.
I think
Usually girls like to spit.
I like spit.
I think this podcast is gonna piece
weird.
together a lot of things about Alex.
It's weird.
You can look back and
This will be used in the recordings during the trial. when he eventually snaps and like chokes a prostitute. This is
Call me El R. Kelly. About to start my own
Christ.
sex cult. Let's go.
when he's arrested in Japan for choking out 4 prostitutes.
Simultaneously.
That's it, yeah.
Simultaneously.
But yeah, I would do it. I mean, probably given the right situation. I would
given
do
the right situation.
Yeah.
What's the right situation?
I don't know.
Either-
He gets offered like a 5
Money?
sum.
Would you do it for money or?
it. Yeah, money definitely.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
money. Yeah,
money
yeah,
de-
yeah.
Yeah.
You just said no, motherfucker. You can't go back on that.
No, but you asked for pleasure.
I said under any circumstances. That's literally
All right,
what I
fair
said.
enough, fair enough. You got me. You got me.
You're hearing things now.
You caught,
Okay.
no, you caught me.
All right, so under any circumstances that even in your mind, like for some reason, the way to save the world was a girl had to peg you. Would you
The world's dying. No, but for money. No, because think about it. If the
It's
whole
over.
world
For
is
money,
done, nobody really
we're
suffers.
good.
But if I don't get the right amount of money, I end up suffering.
Oh my god!
That's insane.
All right,
That's
you
funny.
ever watch Black Mirror?
I haven't watched the entire series
All right.
straight through.
For those that don't know, Black Mirror is a Twilight Zone type show.
I'm sure we brought this up a couple times.
Initially on British TV somewhere, and then Netflix bought it for the 3rd and 4th seasons.
What if they make an
Cheerio.
American version?
I don't know. That'd be stupid.
Remember that trend where like there was
They-
British
they-
shows?
they
and-
Americanized stuff.
Yeah.
Like that's an. I'm gonna get to that.
Do you spell Americanized with an S?
Fuck you. Real quick. So the reason I brought Black Mirror and the whole saving the world thing, there's the first episode, literally the first episode of the show is I think it's the prime minister is tasked with. So I think one of the princesses is kidnapped, and the kidnappers say, "Okay, we'll let the princess go, but you have to have sex with a pig on live TV, and you can't simulate it, you can't do this. Like it had all these rules, blah blah blah." And obviously the prime minister and his team are trying to figure out a way to get around this, and
Loopholes,
one of the times
baby.
they tried to do a workaround, they were sent a finger like, "Yo, we're not fucking around." Like, oh shit, okay. So they tried all these different ways to get around it, like using a stunt penis and green screen, all that shit, and it just didn't work. And long story short, he ends up
Fucking a pig.
fucking the pig, and everyone, it's on live TV, like literally everyone is gathered around their television.
But do they not know
Watching
that
that shit.
he's saving? He's
Yeah, no, no reason. The
Oh,
thing
so
is,
everybody's aware of the
They
circumstances.
were tracking. They were also tracking like polls, like what people think. So initially, people didn't expect him to do it. They're like, "Yo, he shouldn't have to do that," to save her. But once the failed mission happened and the finger was sent, then everyone was like, "Oh, well, fuck him. Now he has to do it."
Yeah.
And so he ends up doing it. And the thing is, the princess was released in half an hour before he did it. and she was wandering the streets, but there was no one there because everyone was gathered around their TV, and that was the point the person was trying to make. Was everyone's so obsessed with the media that they don't realize what's happening in real life. So she was saved. She was let go before he even committed the act. And yeah,
It's like a Tool song, Vicarious.
but
Oh, we're always
to save one person, this
stuck on the
man
TV.
had sex with
Yes.
a pig.
Who's buzzing?
I don't know. I'm put this away. But
Yeah.
then on to what you're talking
Yo.
about with the Americanization of
Remember
stuff.
Skins?
I never watched Skins, but I know
Oh,
what you're talking about. I was thinking about Funny Games. You ever seen Funny Games?
No.
Really? Holy crap. Okay, I won't even say that. Never mind then. I won't say the plot. It's a good
It's a good.
thriller, I guess.
Wait, is it a movie?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about series.
No.
That sounds familiar.
These like two dudes, they're dressed in like squash clothes or tennis clothes, like all white.
Yeah, and it's like a home invasion kind of thing. Yeah. I didn't see the movie, but I remember seeing
so
it.
like the first movie is in a European language. I don't know. One of them.
What's the
Something
European?
solid, right?
It's
Something
called Funny
big.
Games as well.
It's called Funny Games, yeah. And
Okay.
then the same director that did the first one then made a English language version of it.
Ah.
It's basically a shot for shot remake, which made me upset because like I understand he did it because like there's a I don't know generalization that like Americans don't watch stuff with subtitles like but if it's a shot for shot, you're not doing anything extra. It's just like a waste of money to produce it. Like
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. People, there's not too many people I know that don't watch stuff just because it has subtitles. Like nowadays,
If anything, I think Netflix has a stat talking about how many people actually have the closed captions on, even for shows that are written in English.
I
like
know
for
I'm not gonna lie.
Americans.
I put captions on even in English. The
Because
only time I
sometimes,
don't is comedy.
because sometimes since like we got this like high grade of audio quality when it comes to these productions, sometimes when people whisper, it's so quiet. It's kind of like the way it would be in a real life environment. So that sense of immersion still occurs.
You play Resident Evil 4.
Yeah. No, I never played Resident Evil. I played like an hour or 7 maybe.
There's one of these like
Yeah, whispers?
one of the enemies. They just fucking walk around.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Like playing Hellblade.
But they
You ever play
whisper.
Hellblade?
They whisper in Spanish.
Oh, that's
They-
cool.
they go-
Okay, because it's Las Plagas, right?
Yeah.
Go hello, go hello.
You ever played Hellblade?
That's a good
Yeah,
game.
that's the one that does that.
That's the game that plays in Alex's mind
Makes you go
24/7.
Get a large pepperoni pizza.
Can you imagine?
That's the way to do ads from now on. Just
ASMR pizza.
overnight. Like
I only watch
my-
unintentional.
Wait,
the Futurama when they have the,
and the
dream.
islands, right?
Yeah, advertises in their sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Would you do that? Like, all right, I'm trying to see. If a company offered you money, right, to try out like
Would it be like
advertisements, and sleep,
regular income?
they paid you money, like
Oh,
supplemental. Let's not say like full time type, but like
But
supplemental.
it would be based on whatever you consume on their part.
yeah.
Like let's say for each
And, like,
advertisement, it's X amount of money.
It's been proven that there's no effect on your physiology. Like you still
There's
get your
no
REM,
negative effects. My
you still get
health,
your-
my
all the
sleep.
stuff,
all
yeah.
that.
you're not gonna be walking around and it leaking into your real
Yeah.
life. That'd be crazy.
I mean, if there are no
It's
what's it
simply
called?
just that you won't dream normally anymore. You'd only be in.
Advertising.
If you
mode.
can, if you can also guarantee me that they're not taking biometric scans the whole time, then I'm good with that.
No, they're taking biometric scans,
Ooh,
but it's private. Like it's private. Like it's encrypted in a way where
kind
no
of like
one
the way
knows it's
Apple
you.
is with users.
Yes, it was like end to end.
Okay.
Like yeah,
Okay, yeah, I guess I do it. Can I opt out at a later point?
yes.
Okay, I do it.
All right, would you do it? If
That
like-
sounds cool.
Yeah, I would do that.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, these stipulations are important.
I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't mind because
Current
I
year.
don't have dreams as it is really. Like
Yeah.
I used to.
Well,
I used to have. A lot of
apparently
them.
everyone has dreams. We just don't remember them.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
All right. I know it was be a dick day. Let's see.
Well, Micah, you're on the podcast. We learned from you.
this phone is flammable.
It's rubbing off
but
on
not
me.
inflammable. Yes. What I meant to say was.
Yes.
Maybe you don't know. Maybe you don't have fucking dreams. You don't know.
Maybe I'm done with this dream bullshit. Maybe I don't need these survival
I
simulations.
just never REM sleep ever.
I'm done with these survival
I told you I was tired.
simulations.
Maybe I'm not having REM sleep.
Ever.
Turns out my man only gets about 10 minutes of REM sleep.
That's crazy.
But yeah, I have. Sometimes, you know what? The best way for me to get REM sleep sometimes, I get it normally. But have you ever like woken up and then try to go back to sleep really quickly? That happens like in the morning.
Oh, so you can sneak into your cycle?
Yeah, so like in the
nice.
morning, I'll have like I have an alarm for a half an hour earlier than I need to actually get up, and then I'll snooze it, and then like I'll have the best 30-minute sleep of my life, and then wake up.
So
and,
you
like,
purposely wake yourself up.
yeah,
Whoa.
and then usually have like a weird dream in the interim. Yeah.
Funny enough, there's something similar to that works with trying to get you to sleep faster.
Okay.
I don't know if you've seen some of the experiments that were done. Basically, you set up alarms in a 5-minute interval for a whole half hour before you go to bed.
Okay.
And
I have heard of that.
yeah, you basically get up from your bed without your phone in your hand. Obviously, you're not touching any technology because blue light keeps you up.
Right.
And most displays on any device emit them. So you do the alarm. Every 5 minutes you get up, you dismiss, get up, dismiss, get up, dismiss.
Mhm.
And eventually when it comes to the last one, you're really freaking drowsy. Like really badly.
See that
To the point-
censorship,
Yeah.
censoring himself.
I'm trying to do better.
Freaking.
Yeah, so it's essentially what it does is it just gets your regular sleep before you even get into the REM state
Okay.
to be quicker. So instead of laying down in your bed, probably would be maybe an hour and a half,
Mhm.
which is typical amongst people in the age range from 18 to 34.
Yep. The most important age range.
So basically like the age where you're working the most hours or like doing the most activities. So when you're looking at that age range, like I said before, they take a long time to fall asleep, and if that happens, your entire sleep cycle is cut, which means your REM cycle is also cut.
Okay.
So that's why a lot of people that are younger feel tired for no good reason versus back in the day. Back in the day, people didn't have certain interruptions,
All right. That's cool.
and they used to work more hours than us technically.
That makes sense.
Mm.
Yeah. We have way more
It's an interesting little statistic.
distractions and whatnot. Yeah, that's why I put my phone has the thing where you can like say like good night, and then I have certain routines put on it. Like it turns on dark night mode, then blue light filter.
The blue light filter thing. Yeah, that helps a lot.
Yeah, and then my laptop, I have it set so at like 10 o'clock, it automatically turns the blue light filter on, and it has like a gradient for like how much to filter, like the max being like it makes the screen basically orange.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. And the only thing I wish, I don't know, I don't have a new TV. Like my TV is probably like 4 years old at this point, but I don't know if newer TVs have blue light filters, but I know mine doesn't. So like I put it on sleep because then I don't want it to be up all night. My eyeballs hitting me like that. But I do need something, like I need to hear sounds before I go to sleep.
Ooh, me too. I actually fall asleep to like those like 4-hour compilations of like forest sounds and stuff.
Oh no,
like
I'm
that.
talking about like TV. Like I need like
No,
Just
What
something
I mean is
just
like some
something
sort of
playing.
auditory
Oh, okay,
stimulation
yeah.
the whole time. We have different like tastes for that,
Yeah.
but we both need it to fall asleep. For
Alex
me,
watches the makeup tutorial ASMR,
Actually, I
Brush your face.
just listened to a 10-hour compilation of anime girls breathing.
or unintentionally ASMR of a RuneScape raid. With
Oh, God.
a soft-spoken guy from the Netherlands.
Gorkadoo begander.
my attack ability is not enough. I need to kill some more chickens, and if I get enough chicken, then I'll have my attack ability high.
Scheiße. German guy gets angry.
Oh, that'd be a cool ASMR. Just people cursing in every language.
Copyrighted 2019.
Yeah.
Total Talk Podcast.
That's an invention of my own.
No.
We'll
That
make it our
very
own.
specific thing is yours.
Yeah. Sleep is like one of the most important things. But I know now I don't get enough. Like I know that for a fact.
You guys ever looked into the other science of it, like things like your sheets?
Your sheet.
Yeah,
No.
apparently it showed that people who got much fancier, higher thread count sheets on their beds, and when
They have better sleep.
they had way better sleep.
Also,
That's
I
probably
think
because they're richer.
yeah. I think
No,
investing in a
no,
mattress too is really good too. Like you should invest.
Yeah, and the good thing
about
is
the
now
mattresses, there's different. What do you call it? Like studies on different types of mattresses. Like ones that they're like, oh, the ones that like conform to your body are good. Then they're like, no, ones that are firmer and give you more resistance are good. So it's like,
there are only things.
I mean,
there are
I
only
guess
two
everyone's
things I'm certain
different.
about. Yeah, there's only two things I'm certain about with mattresses. Number one, you got to find one that allows you to sleep with the comfort, not to sleep on your side. Because I can tell you from personal experience and the experience of a professional strongman that sleeping on your side fucks with your sleep cycle, your hydration, and on top of that, it can actually make you lose strength in certain parts of your body.
yeah,
Yeah.
I love sleeping on my side.
Yeah. So Brian Shaw's a strongman, and he was sleeping on his side for so often that what ended up happening, he was losing muscle mass like rapidly. Like I'm
Damn.
talking like 20 pounds every month.
So pretty much any position that's not your back is bad.
Yeah.
right?
If you're like an athlete or somebody who likes to keep healthy and fit,
Yeah.
you don't want that.
Okay.
Because you want to keep yourself in the best shape you can.
Yeah.
So
I heard
like,
stomach is especially bad too.
Oh yeah, super bad for your spine.
Is it really?
Yeah, because you're hyperextending your right by the area by the sciatic
That would
nerve.
explain a lot about me.
Oh, you like sleeping on your stomach?
Hell yeah.
Ooh.
You know which position they say is actually ironically good? Like people who sleep kind of like in the frog position, like with their legs bent, like with their ass up, kind of.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, apparently people who kind of sleep like that in that kind of position,
That's
it's actually good for the lower back.
an interesting position right there.
I guess you could say it's a prayer position almost.
Mm-hmm.
Is it?
Almost. Because your face is
doggy
down on the ground. Well, that would be Froggy style, wouldn't it?
Oh,
But
Froggy.
meow.
Excuse you.
All right. So it's a frog. It's a frog that identifies as a cat.
Excuse you. We're not trans species out here.
Transspecial amphibian. All right, yeah. But yeah, like I was saying, but the mattresses themselves, I see different studies, and not even like, oh, later on they find this out. It's like even now I see competing studies about like ones that, oh, the mattresses that let you that contour to your body, those are good because it lets you sleep in the way your body is. And then I see other ones that are like, no, the firmer ones are good for your spine and your,
And then Purple comes out of nowhere and it's like, fuck all of y'all, we're the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think the conflicting studies could be that they don't adjust for people with similar lifestyles. So they probably have like one athlete, one office worker, probably maybe one person who's a paraplegic or something like that.
Okay.
And they have this like wide range of people. And through that process, they're not really doing anybody justice because it's a wide range of people with different lifestyles.
Yeah.
So they have different needs.
You should go to a doctor and get it prescribed. That'd be cool.
That would be really cool because there are sleep specialists for people who have neurological disorders.
Yeah.
But somehow there's nobody who's a sleep specialist when it comes to things like posture. Like you'll go to your
Clean up.
What is a bone doctor called?
The bone doctor.
Osteopath.
Mm-hmm.
You go to them. They'll tell you everything about your posture and other exercises in order to improve things.
Right.
Like obviously you don't want your hips to be tight. You don't want your shoulders to be rolled forward.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of things you don't want to do, and they'll usually get you to fix that.
Keep your.
But it's not the case.
Pointed.
But it's not the case with sleep somehow.
Yeah, that's a good point. I do need to get a.
You know, today's a special day.
Why is today a special day?
Today's the 20th of September. You know what that means?
Area 51 raid.
It's happening right now.
Oh, that was a crazy segue.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? Okay.
It has a lot to do with sleep, you know? People get abducted.
Yeah, you forgot
know?
about it because you're sleeping, man.
Yeah. You probably got abducted. You maybe forgot, you know? Ooh.
Look
I
at
did
that.
lose a few hours the other
Ooh.
day.
I mean, I saw you fall recently. I don't know what your mom.
Apparently, you said 2 people got arrested already?
I woke up in the Chili's parking lot in Nebraska. I think so.
My God, who wakes up in Nebraska?
I'm not sure. I saw, I think, a very quick passing glance at
Yeah.
article headline, and I think the words I saw were Area 51 arrests.
The
and
crazy thing is, people are actually going.
the numbers 2.
There's a picture from this morning of people just like there chilling. I guess we should
I wonder
link
if
it.
it's
We should
more-
link it.
I wonder if it's like locals or if it's people actually like.
Yeah, well, there was a couple people on Reddit posting their flight, like them in the plane, like I'm on my way to Nevada right now.
Save ET from the government.
Yeah.
to have the disposable income.
That
to
looks
just
like an older
fly
dude too.
there.
Yeah, he's like an older dude too. God
Oh, he
dang.
definitely has disposable income.
Yeah.
The guy is like fucking boomer
Yeah.
trust fund.
Here we go. That's the
Oh, a lot of
It's a-
images,
mhm.
family images of nerds. Or what do I say?
But he's not Naruto running.
Yes, he is. Look
This
at his hand right
stereotypical
there.
image of a
See that
nerd
hand right there?
in clothing from the
Mhm.
Naruto anime, manga, Japanese
Let me
franchise.
describe it to you.
I'll send them to you to put in the links, I guess, or something.
They always say that, and they literally never do.
Yeah, no, I
Like,
know.
Ever. Anytime you ever hear someone say, aside from me, oh, I'll find the link. No, that's not what happens.
Find it on yourself, you lazy fucks.
I have to find the link from the words they say.
Somebody called it Storm Area 51 alien stock. Oh, that's good.
But what do you guys do? You think they're actually hiding something?
Yeah, probably like highly advanced aircraft, but not aliens.
Yeah,
Wait, like,
Area
I think the
51.
government's hiding something.
Well, Area
In
51.
that facility. I think at one point
Or is
they
it cover
were.
for Area 52?
Yeah. Actually, I think
No,
that's
no,
more likely.
that's way more probable.
I think it's more
Yeah.
likely. That's like the public
obviously-
secret one.
Yeah.
Because there are things you know, things you don't know, things you don't know, you don't know.
Yeah.
I think there are things we don't know, you don't know. There's
Well, so
facilities.
there's probably Area 53, and they're like, oh, in case they find out
Yeah.
about 2, we got 3.
it's a contingency plan.
Yeah, contingency. That's hilarious.
And they have like an underground railroad system that just like transports them
Yeah.
back and forth. That's what happened in. some
Well,
people.
yeah, you heard how the employees get in?
No.
They can only be flown in. That's it.
Holy shit.
Yeah, there's
Damn. I mean, yeah, because people would just follow you home and like interrogate you. Like,
Mhm.
where are they?
Yeah.
Let me quote the
Where's the
boondocks
trigger?
unknowns part.
Okay.
He's like, well, what I'm saying is that there are known knowns, that there are unknown unknowns, but there are also unknown unknowns, things we don't know that we don't know.
Yes. Thank you.
But I love it because it was white trash dude always trying to act black.
It's not white trash. They're rich. All right. Oh, is the rich one or is the other one?
I think it's the other one. I think it was the
Okay.
other one that said it.
Speaking of the Boondocks, are bringing it back apparently.
Oh
Again?
yeah, was
Again?
it 2-season reboot with a movie? Or
Two seasons are being reimagined, and then they're also maybe gonna have an actual new
But
season.
the original creator is directly involved with that
yes.
one, right? All right.
Aaron.
Gruder?
Yeah.
Aaron Gruder.
and that's cool. But yeah, I think it's more likely that there's another facility, and this is just like the public secret one.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense, because it's a red herring, if you will.
Yeah, I feel like there's definitely stuff that the general population doesn't know about, but it's probably nothing alien.
You don't think so?
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. It's weird, right?
I think maybe alien in the sense of like bacterium,
Maybe.
Okay,
because I don't know.
like not technology or
yeah, maybe like
That'd be
other
insane.
microorganisms that were found,
Mhm.
and they're like, keep this the fuck away from everybody. We're gonna
like
die.
like on a meteorite or something, or like when they went to the mound.
What do you think about Roswell?
I think it was.
Actually, do you know any, much
don't.
about it? Alex, you do, right?
Yeah.
You want to explain it to?
All right. So Roswell, 1947 or 49. I keep
I
forgetting.
gotta look it up.
1947 or 49.
We're not the best at this.
47. Okay, perfect. Thanks, Micah.
Wait,
So-
I don't know anything about this.
I'll trust Micah on dates because he
Yeah,
has no reason to lie about this.
yeah.
I have a reason.
Okay, so essentially what happened was there was a crash. It happened, and the first people to see it were
47.
regular civilians.
Oh shit.
They reported they saw UFOs and bodies of humanoids. Obviously, they're not completely human. They were a little skinny bodied, big head, the stereotypical gray alien.
Africans. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Wait, I'm talking about like people. Stereotypical
Oh
gray.
shit, Karan, cue the music.
I got this. We don't need you to do that much editing.
Just let him do that in his own.
Take a sample of that and make it the song.
Yeah, just like do a whole like chorus with me.
Yeah.
So what happened was a lot of those civilians saw what they saw. They claimed, and that's how a lot of the claims came to be.
Okay.
But what happened was that literally like way too early, too soon compared to the time that the crash happened. Like they arrived like something like 20 minutes after the crash, but the closest military base was over an hour away.
Okay.
So it was with anticipation.
Yeah. Like they were waiting for that.
Yeah.
They knew they noted it was gonna happen.
Yeah, to some extent, they had knowledge that this was going to occur.
Right.
So they were already there when they shouldn't have been,
Mm-hmm.
because it wasn't reported to them. It wasn't even reported to them. It was all like firsthand sightings. And after that, literally every piece of evidence disappeared. There were no scraps left. Some people had
Oh yeah, right.
they had little scraps and they disappeared.
Like out of their
But
homes and
actually-
shit?
They were like their homes were ransacked and stuff.
But I heard some weird shit about the scraps. About how like you'd bend them and they would bend back in place or some shit like that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like-
That's what I heard.
It was supposed to be like metal or something, or
Yeah, like it was like
Yeah.
advanced metal that would fucking convulse, like fix itself, I guess, or something.
that's cool.
Yeah, which we have.
Yeah,
we're just starting to get. Yeah,
memory material. Yeah.
which is
I wonder where that came from.
That's interesting.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past us because we've
Yeah.
literally invented elements.
Yeah.
It might not have been intentional, but we did it by accident.
Do you think there are other elements like out there? Like, do
Yes.
you think there are some that like go against how we define elements and how we like sort them? You know what I'm saying?
Not that I'm aware of, because I'll be honest, like you're talking to the wrong guy in a lot of capacity because I'm
Okay.
familiar with chemistry,
Okay.
but we're mostly organic chemistry.
But what I mean is like, the way we think of like the nucleus and the electrons and like the way that an atom is
Not
organized.
quite, not quite yet.
You don't think? Okay.
I from everything I know, everything I'm familiar with, I cannot answer that.
I think about things like that. But real quick side segue.
I mean, there is one particle that does defy that in a lot of ways. Neutrinos. I'm sure you're aware of those.
Mhm.
That defies a lot of what we know about physics because it's faster than light.
They're actually, it's hard to research or even observe because of that.
Matter of fact, there's probably some going through people right now,
Yeah, any given
and nobody
point,
would
yeah.
notice, and nothing would happen.
Mhm. Every given point it's too small. It's too small and too fast to interact with you. Side note, real quick. This is why I want you guys to play Control so badly, because I'm telling you that game is like what you said, like Roswell. That would be in that game what they would call an AWE, which is an altered world event where like something paranormal or paranatural happens, and the government shows it. Like they'll find out, and the cool, even more cool, they have their own radio station that they use to either gain information about possible events or discourage people or like give them red herrings, like, oh, this is the reason for this, not this, and throw them off the scent and stuff like that. And yeah, I especially for you guys, because you like paranormal stuff, that game is for you. But yeah, I think about that because I know, like I said, like we said before on other podcasts, what we know about science is what we observed on our planet. Obviously, we have telescopes now, and we've gone to other planets with rovers. Well, really just Mars. With
And
rovers.
Venus. You saw the Venus one?
And the Venus probe. Yeah.
Well, the lander, they landed something.
landed it?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
And there's like a
Yeah.
picture. I think it lasted for a very brief amount of time,
Because
but
of the atmosphere,
they,
right?
they got a picture.
Yeah.
They got a picture
Isn't it
off
like
of-
900 degrees on the surface or something like that?
Also, it's sulfuric.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds
So
good.
it's
Sounds like a good time.
tis a bit of a problem, you know.
Yeah.
That's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
864 degrees Fahrenheit.
You were close. That's it. It's 900. Call it 900.
Jesus Christ.
Dub it in.
Did,
900.
did they have the picture? Did you find it? The surface?
I'm looking it up right now.
Is it like yellowish green? Oh yeah, because that's okay. I thought so. That's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, everything we know is from a little bit of samples we've taken from Mars and what we can observe. And once again, the way I don't know if we talked about this. I think we might have been like the beginning, like one of the first few podcasts. You know how they find other planets? They basically point a telescope at a star, and they notice when something occludes the light.
Ah,
And
because
then-
like the orbit.
Yeah, they wait for it to do it a few times, like on a
Mhm.
schedule, and then they realize that that's a planet.
Mm.
And yeah, but so I think there's things out there that might defy some of our understandings of physics and chemistry, because this is a very small sample size, like infinitesimal, one planet versus the universe.
On the subject of the Venus landing,
Mhm.
there are two significant dates for this. So December 15th,
That's a great job.
1970, an unmanned Soviet spacecraft, Venera 7, became the first spacecraft to land on another planet.
Sorry, say it again.
Venera 7
Mhm.
will become the first spacecraft, Soviet one,
Mhm.
unmanned,
Okay.
that landed on another planet,
Ooh,
which is impressive because I was not aware of this.
that's pretty cool. Yeah, I didn't know about that.
And then that one basically only measured temperature and it just died out.
Yeah,
It
'cause
did not
It
last.
can't last for that long. I don't. The material you have to make to survive that is
Yeah, just so people are aware, some of the strongest steel, the melting point is about somewhere about 1800 degrees Fahrenheit. And you got to keep in mind that metals are what they call thermally efficient. Called
We'll look up the
the-
term.
yeah, there's a term that basically goes for like water as well,
Mhm.
where it's water on Earth dictates all weather and temperature patterns.
Right.
Well, that's the same case. It's basically imagine the same thing with metal as well. Let's say we had an entire planet with a surface of metal.
Mhm.
That metal will dictate all weather on the planet
Okay.
because of the fact that it's able to absorb a lot of heat
All right.
before it can go down.
You're not opening that right now.
This man's brought Chinese food.
It's not Chinese food. You fucked. This Mexican food.
Oh, I see. I have a
Viva
nice day
Mexico.
bag. You know.
It's not America.
Yeah.
It's all that matters.
Jesus Christ.
Not from
Yeah,
America.
it's good. It's good. Thank God. Keep Mexico out of America.
That's cool. Okay, so
And then the second significant date is in 1972. Venera 8 gathered atmospheric data, surface data. It took a couple pictures of the surface of Venus.
I'm you. There you go.
okay.
Oh no, that one only made it to atmosphere and took surface data for 15 minutes.
Then that's
And
probably
there's
how
a
they
third
realized-
date. Yeah, there's a third date. October 22nd, 1975. Venera 9 landed on the surface.
Okay.
And that one took photos.
I wonder if you can't barely land on Venus, but probably couldn't even reach Mercury.
Yeah, Mercury, that one's about, what is it? Something
'Cause
like 1500
that's-
degrees.
Yeah.
Well, isn't Venus the hottest planet though?
Maybe on average, but because Mercury
Is-
is closest to the sun. Yeah.
Oh yeah. What was it? I feel like there was one that was like super like really hot.
I mean, I know that like not hot, but Jupiter has the constant storms. Saturn, both are gas giants. You could barely land on them
Jupiter's really cold. It's negative
Yeah.
145 degrees
because
Celsius.
it has no core to like actually churn into.
Yeah. Because it's a gas
Atmosphere,
giant,
exactly.
quite literally. That's
And,
why. That's why when I try to explain to people that you can't land on Jupiter, it's because it's essentially just a gas planet.
Yeah, it's just trapped in its own.
There's no-
Like giant
There's
storm.
no terrestrial.
There is.
There is,
there
but
is?
it's very deep in these storms that
Ah.
are so powerful
That
that they basically like would just level Earth in like one day.
Yeah.
yeah.
This is cool. I think it's National Geographic. It's weird. It's like a semi-dramatization, what?
Venus, the hottest planet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Semi-dramatization, semi-documentary of on Netflix, but by National Geographic. It's called like I put it in the notes. It's Discovering Mars, something about Mars, and basically it's doing two things. It's showing a dramatization of what they imagine the first team to hit landing on Mars, what they have to go through. At the same time, it's showing actual interviews of people now talking about what they think it would take to get to Mars. It interviews people like Elon Musk and like a whole bunch of SpaceX people, people from NASA and people from different space companies now.
Yeah.
And like asking like, what do you think it would take to get to Mars? Why do you think it's so important, et cetera, et cetera. And it's pretty cool because at the same time, every now and again, it flashes back to this team going to Mars for the first time. And it's pretty realistic because one, it takes place in 2033, which is like a realistic goal for people going to Mars.
Mhm.
And they're talking about like different things like having the habitat set up already and having the modules there and what it needs to recycle air, recycle water, recycle all those things. And the fact that if you go, you probably won't be coming back. But it focused on something I like, which was, I didn't even know this. I knew it, but I forgot. Elon Musk with SpaceX really cares more about reusable rockets. Because that once you have a reusable rocket, that would change space flight itself.
Yeah.
Because now all rockets are one and done. You know,
And-
shoots off before this module leaves the atmosphere. It's done. It drops to the ocean and it's recovered. He wants one that you can fire,
And land.
and then
Go
refuel
back
and fix and
at
whatever.
least round trip.
Yeah, because that would save ridiculous amounts of money and material. And that's cool. Yeah.
So just like for reference, basically, as soon as you're done using a rocket, that material, that rocket itself cannot be used again.
Yeah.
Because everything is loosened, the bolts,
Mhm.
all these other different ways to keep it together, they're all loosened, so they're useless. So you just basically scrap it.
And also
And in
logistics
the
of just
process-
landing it.
Yeah. And in the process of scrapping, you're essentially using manpower and different machines, and it's wasting energy to
Yeah.
reuse it.
So I love space. Like I said, I think a lot of kids when they're
Yeah.
younger love space, and but maybe that fascination goes away.
I'd rather the money
But-
go to exploring the ocean. I want
Oh,
to
that'd
find
be
a
interesting
megalodon.
too. Yeah, that'd be cool.
I'm more afraid of the ocean than
Yeah,
space.
the ocean
man.
is fucking creepy as fuck.
It's scary.
We have to talk about that too, because this I feel like this month and next, I think we're gonna combine them, and they're just the 2 months of horror.
Yeah.
Because we've already been talking about
cares-
UFOs
Who cares
and
about
creepy
Labor
shit.
Day? Who cares about Labor Day?
But
Who cares
The
about
ocean's scary
Who cares
as
about the
fuck.
Muslim holidays? 9/11.
I mean, that's why we know more about the moon than we know about the ocean. The ocean is just like that pressure. The human body can't take that.
Yeah. And the crazy part
We
is
also can't take the very low pressure space.
yeah.
Yeah,
and
true.
the cold and the gamma rays. That would be more of a
At least it's not as dark.
Excuse you?
At least it's not as dark.
If you're facing the right direction, it's dark as fuck.
if you're facing the right direction. Okay, yeah, but more often than not, there will be enough light. We're living on fucking the
And
planet.
remember, in space, you can't choose which way you're looking.
We're not. What's
You
that
can't
mean?
move your body. You can't turn direction.
Oh, you're talking about in space.
yeah.
Okay, I meant
you are basically at the.
Okay, you're
winds.
talking about actual space, like the vacuum
yeah,
space.
yeah.
I meant another planet. But okay, yes, you're right. Maybe you can't. I'm black. I got rhythm. I could
Oh no!
move it around.
What's crazy is out
He
of all
said
the people that
the
went
Michael
down
Jackson
there,
moves. He's gonna moonwalk.
out of all the people that went down there, fucking James Cameron is just one of the.
Yeah, he actually has a passion for that. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
He puts in millions of dollars into that.
But I just,
He went down to the Mariana Trench.
once again, it's
Yeah,
like
I think he's the current record holder for the deepest,
it
right?
might be.
Mhm.
Yeah. Once again, it's one of those things where our materials are just limited because things that can't handle the cold of space, the radiation, the heat, and then things that can't handle the absolute crushing pressure of the ocean.
Yeah.
And you have animals that can do it, no fucking problem. Just swimming around look at these fucking idiots over there in
Yeah.
the metal, taking their time and everything. We got to worry about rising too fast. What bitches? I have an internal sack with air in it that I can use to go up and down as I need.
Do fucking
Imagine not having the control of your buoyancy.
Stupid fishes.
don't they discover something new every time they go down there too? I feel like every time
Yeah.
I'd be surprised.
they just discover some.
The
new
funniest
shit.
thing is that the more we learn about animals in the ocean,
Mhm.
the more likely we are to figure out how to survive in space longer.
Mm.
Yeah.
Because more often than not, when you're in space or even on another planet, there are more instances of being in sub-zero temperatures
Oh,
than there
definitely.
are of
Oh.
very hot temperatures. Because you'll find that while not all atmospheres can contain the necessary gases like nitrogen, oxygen, carbon, and all of that is necessary for the air we breathe.
Mhm.
They are very good at keeping out a lot of space rays, and sometimes it can be the heat rays.
Sorry. Space rays. I know what you mean. Cosmic rays. That's the way you said
Space
it.
rays.
Rays that are in the
Kieran, make a super echo when he says space rays.
Space
Let me do it.
Rays. I love it.
Space rays.
That was terrible. That was fucking horrible.
If you add the echo, it sounds pretty good.
We'll see. But yeah, that was actually a point in the Mars show I was telling you about where long story short, they have to make it from their ship landed way too far from their habitat and they had to make it there by rover and then on foot, and it had reached -37. It was going to go drop to -70. It's there's definitely more instances of sub-zero temperatures than not because their atmosphere is not able to trap heat the way ours can, and that's what it is. You know what it is.
Until far.
Pump it up.
Creepy shit.
Yeah, once the sun is facing, if you're on the side the sun's facing, okay, it might be all good.
Yeah.
But once it turns, it rotates, and you're no longer facing the sun. Nah.
And it also becomes very difficult to engineer a suit that can handle extreme cold and extreme heat.
Yeah, like you can specify one, like okay,
Yeah.
make it for some, but then to be both is.
But here's the thing about deep sea water animals. They often live next to underwater volcanoes,
Yeah,
and that
the
water
vents, yeah.
goes up somewhere around like as high as 3,000 degrees Fahrenheit in some areas, like
That's
around the Ring
crazy.
of Fire. And these animals live in proximity to there and the cold water, and they can switch between it. So this is another example of what we mentioned before, extremophiles.
yo,
This is another
Tardigrades?
one.
yeah. But
Tardigrades are fucking perfect. I don't know why we're not studying those 25-8.
Those are
The
like
fact that they have
almost immune to everything, right?
yeah,
Like,
but like aging and all
Gamma
that
rays
stuff.
can't touch them.
yeah. They could just shut down.
But the fact that the fish in the down there, like it's so many things at once happening. So you got the sub-zero, but then at the same time, sometimes like the volcanic
Yeah.
temperatures. Then you have the pressure. Then you have basically the absence of light. Like the least amount of light you can have.
You ever seen real black? Well,
Yeah,
go
like-
to the Marianas Trench.
Like imagine putting Vanta Black over your eyes and just like there you go. That's where I am right now.
No,
Would you
imagine
do
Vanta
it?
black, but you're also in a room that blocks out the sun.
Yeah.
Would you guys do it? Would you guys go down there?
Damn.
Would it,
How big
I'd
is the
do it.
squad?
just you by yourself?
How
and-
fucking
and-
hell?
I'll
I
do
don't
it.
know. I'm
But
actually
expert,
terrified.
an expert is guiding
I'm
you.
terrified too.
I don't care.
I'm terrified to all
You know what
hell.
it is? You ever seen the movie The Sphere?
No.
Oh shit, it's a good movie. All right, it's a sci-fi movie where they go down. They find this like they go to. I forget if they find it in a. Yeah, I think they find it in an alien ship, and there's this.
Is this any ship in a cave?
No.
Oh,
it's-
okay. Or cavern or so,
No,
sorts?
it's just like out in the underwater, but like out, like it's not in a
Oh, okay,
structure.
okay.
And they find this golden sphere that's like almost perfect, and it what do you call it? Mirrors everything in the room except for them. So like, oh, that's weird or whatever. And it turns out like it can like grant not wishes, but it pulls into your subconscious and then like makes your fears come out. And so one guy who's like afraid of jellyfish, he gets like hit by a storm of jellyfish.
Jesus.
And yeah, that shit scared the fuck out of me for like.
So they're just
going down
hallucinations?
No, they're real.
Oh,
Motherfuckers die. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it's essentially kind of like a god in a sense.
Yeah, kind of. And I don't think they ever find out like why it happens. A few people survive, but I don't think they ever find out like purpose. But
I'm extremely scared of being rich and
You know,
handsome.
you know what it is? I don't know how to describe this. Imagine you were down there, right? Like, okay, and you had like
In the Mariana
lights
Trench.
and yeah, you had lights and everything like that.
Yeah.
And imagine like you're coming over a ridge and you just see like a giant stone face
That'd be crazy.
of like a lost civilization. That would be cool to find a lost civilization.
But it also
that
be-
would scare the
Yeah,
fuck
it
out
would
of
scare
me.
the fuck out of me too.
Like the news of
really
the news
scary
of the
fuck.
world album by Queen.
Yes, exactly
Oh
that.
god, that's
Yeah.
terrifying.
So imagine that face.
Yeah.
That would
Underwater.
scare the fuck out of me,
Jesus.
bro.
Did you see the silhouette? And it's
Yeah,
just, like,
like,
coming closer, and all you see
that-
is that fucking face.
Yeah,
That or you're down there, and like you just happen to look out the window, all you see is a big ass eye,
yeah.
and it just
So-
goes by.
Or a fucking mouth about to swallow me.
Yeah. would you do it,
The
Alex?
Leviathan?
Would you go down there?
Go down onto the
Solo.
water.
Solo down into the Mariana Trench.
I'm just as terrified as Mike. I'd still go.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
I respect that.
Someone's piloting it. From
I'd
actually,
rather I'd rather pilot it myself if it came to that. And
The longest cable.
That'd be interesting.
The longest cable in society.
That'd be interesting.
Or a whole bunch of Wi-Fi boosters. just drop them down at different depths. With that latency though. Like he's coming up on a ridge. Move.
move. Have you moved left 15? Have you moved left 15 meters? Nah, only 12. Almost there.
Like in 5 minutes I'm gonna hit something. So how about you turn now?
That's crazy.
Would you? You said you would do
That
it,
was a
right?
thing back in the day,
probably
wasn't
would,
it?
yeah.
During a lot of the space missions, like Apollo, the latency was so bad that they
Yeah.
had to coordinate ahead of time.
Yeah.
Everything was anticipation and very high end physics, at least mentally.
Yeah, I respect them because
It's high pressure situations. Is you are breaking every single boundary we thought
Yeah.
wasn't breakable.
You said you would do it.
I'd be probably really terrified
said,
as well. I'd be shitting bricks.
Space, I would do like
Yeah?
in a heartbeat. Like,
Yeah?
like I said, if they ever open up, like, yo, we're doing the
What about to another planet?
the Mars missions? You know what I'm saying? We're talking about like
Oh, yeah?
doing Mars missions, but you probably won't come back. And like they you know,
They have enough food for you to last the rest of your life or something?
even if they don't, I don't
Oh.
fucking care.
Yeah.
To be the first
It would be
on another
cool.
planet.
Oh, they just give you a gun. They're like, oh, once you're done with this.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
I would rather kill myself by like carbon monoxide or something else. But
This is how I'm going out.
another reason I'm afraid of that is because there was a horror movie where the guy, he tried to kill himself and fucked up. He was still alive.
Oh, that
But
was
he didn't have enough motor control to like try it again.
So
So he just suffered until he
fucking
died.
suffered.
Yeah. So, but yeah, like space, like if they're like, yo, we're doing this, and it's open to anybody, and you have to like submit to our rigorous training, I would definitely go for it. I'm not saying I know I would pass it, but
I don't know if it's true, but I remember
go for
people
it.
saying that when you like, there's a thing where they shoot you into space. But I remember reading that. Oh fuck!
What do you mean?
Like instead of being like cremated or buried, you can
Oh
get
yeah, your ashes are shining.
burial. Yeah,
Okay, yeah,
I heard of
about
that, but I don't know if it's true.
You know about the Miller-Urey experiment, right?
Maybe not by name.
It's the one where they basically created amino acids in a lab setting.
No, I don't know about that.
Ooh, so essentially, by biology standards, amino acids are a precursor to life in a lot of ways.
Yes.
Because they eventually code for DNA. So they were able to recreate them in a lab in what they believe to be the origins of a primordial Earth.
All right.
But this is an older experiment.
Okay.
So we're working with some older knowledge that is pretty concrete so far because we haven't found much more.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about it and I was thinking, would you like to be left on a planet where this experiment was taken to the next level, where you would basically watch the rapid evolution of microorganisms?
Of like a life of like.
Yeah, so they're gonna start you off with this experiment, the Miller-Urey. Let's pretend that just for the sake of argument, that these amino acids will eventually code for a DNA that will become some sort of unicellular organism.
Okay.
Would you like to be on the planet where they are and watch the growth?
So I'm playing the game Spore.
Play the game Spore, but you're
How
not in
long-
control at all. You are just observer.
Is it just me?
But I mean, in 100 years,
I'm
you
gonna
won't-
say it's just you for the sake of argument.
All right. So
but in 100 years, you won't see any change.
I would say yeah.
No, actually, you will. Don't you know how bacterial cultures work?
Yeah, but you probably die before you fucking anything. I don't
No,
know.
dude, literally, you can have
But it
like.
will stay unicellular while I'm still alive. It won't go past multicellular. And even if it does, it won't go anything to past like it's just something that I would consider like a.
I feel like it wouldn't be anything cool to look at. I'd be
Yeah.
like, okay.
What you have to keep in mind is that evolution happens most rapidly at the lower stages, so you probably will see it go into like
I know, but
that glimpse of a multicellular organism.
yeah, but it won't be like holy shit. It's gonna turn into a fish. Right
Sounds
now.
boring.
Yeah, it's gonna take too long.
Boring argument, Alex.
It's gonna take too long. It's not boring. It's just it would take too long for me to get to a point where
Too impatient
I
for
would
that.
care.
All right, going back to
Unless-
the point you made earlier about life not only working the way it does on Earth because of Earth.
Okay.
Let's say you're presented with an environment that only rapidly increases that. Kind of like a
And then it turns to a
Futurama.
xenomorph and then kills me.
Yeah, right.
That'd be a hell of a way to go.
That
Wait,
or,
do you
like
kill by a
raise,
xenomorph or the face hugger coming out of your stomach?
Nah, a xenomorph.
Okay.
raise an army. Raise an army.
Do I
Try to team
do I
them.
have a space gun?
You are allowed to have whatever weapon of your choice.
Do I have a space gun that's like able to be used?
No, you don't have lava-proof shoes.
No, but like, oh, nice. Like, so it can use the ballistics are still good for that planet. You know what I'm saying? Because
Oh, they'll be adjusted for whatever atmospheric conditions in order to
Cattle
shoot.
prod.
I mean, yeah, that works because you don't need like.
If you want to tame them.
Can I get the Hulk fist that you buy at Toys R Us? Sorry,
No, you get soccer boppers and you will like
buy
it.
at Toys R Us.
Now they're Thanos gauntlets.
You only get soccer boppers.
No, I meant because Toys R Us doesn't exist anymore. That's what I meant.
Wait, you guys ever heard of KB Toys?
Baby
They're
toys.
coming back, actually.
Yeah, that's what I
What?
heard.
Yeah.
That's
No
what I heard.
way.
They
They're like, Toys R Us is gone.
they figured out the business model that's necessary to compete with like online retail apparently, and they're gonna make like a comeback.
Mhm.
Oh wow, the fourth result is KB Toys 2019.
Yeah, they said they're gonna try to do it in this year, and they said they were gonna try to find Toys R Us former employees, like so they can.
Yeah, some of the bigger higher
Yeah.
ups, right? Like,
No, not even that. Like even hourly people.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
So yeah, because they know a lot of them lost their jobs.
Wow,
this
that
year.
means they must have really like updated to the times on like
Yeah.
Toys R Us.
I don't know like on what scale they're doing, like a nationwide rollout. Or
Yeah,
what, but
or maybe like just regional.
I like how
Yeah.
we just went from space aliens to fucking KB. Anyways, back to space aliens.
I mean, I used to buy alien toys and KB toys.
What got us there? What the fuck?
Wait, what?
What got us there?
I used to buy alien
I think it
toys.
was my fault. I'll be honest. I think it was my fault. I don't know what I said.
We
but-
are all responsible for this.
Oh, I said for weapons, could I have the Hulk?
Oh yeah.
And I said soccer boppers.
Yeah.
Oh
All
god.
right, so, but I still want to be there if it's rapid.
See, my mind goes to like raising an army, bringing them back to work to Earth, and causing
Oh my
havoc.
Hulk?
Causing havoc.
Okay.
Ah, there's still
Fuck it.
green in my
You know what?
coffee.
Yeah. Wait, is it a planet known as Mitsu?
You are the first to observe the planet itself, and also the first to observe a terraforming experiment.
Wouldn't your
An origin, what I like to call the origin of life experiment.
Okay.
but wouldn't your presence just influence something? I feel like it would.
It would, but
See the
He
meeting,
wouldn't-
you just take a big shit.
I mean-
and then,
you have now created super dung beetles that are 20 stories tall.
Yo,
and they now seek only your poop.
and like I wasn't
Your progeny are gonna suffer.
I wasn't healthy, so like some of my skin cells were in that poop. Well, epithelial cells were in that poop, and
It turns into life.
yeah, now they all have part of my DNA.
Oh my god!
And they
Imagine
recognize me
micro
as the alpha.
micro
God.
micas.
Yo, shit monsters, yeah.
Milo?
But oh wait, from that movie?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Damn, that was it.
I just walk around spitting everywhere.
If I'm the first person on that planet, then yes.
Yeah, like I said, you were the first on that planet,
Yes.
and you were also the one to observe what basically a probe that was
I'm
sent.
giving shit about the experiment. I want to be the first person on the planet. You don't understand what I'm saying?
What if there's nothing there?
I'm
Don't you
still
want
the
to
first?
Don't you want to watch? Don't you
my
want to hunt?
planet.
Do you want to hunt a xenomorph?
Nah, I don't care. As long as I'm the first on that planet, that's all that matters to me.
Imagine spearing a xenomorph, bro.
you could do that in a video game.
Yeah,
Alien versus Predator, the game. You can actually literally spear a
the game,
yeah.
the movie.
Yeah, the game, the movie. Yeah. You can play as a predator and just throw a spear at them.
But yeah, so I would it'd have to be me being the first person there. Sure, I'll do it. Fuck it, I don't care.
You get to name it. What would you name your planet?
I don't know. I had to be there.
Omicron Persei 8.
Cybertron.
Cybertron. You name it Cybertron.
Nah, it had to be something.
Michael Bay knocks at your door.
Yo, you saw these Japanese fucks?
Nani?
The scientists, they found a new creature or something, and they named it after a JoJo stand.
Which one?
Red Velvet.
Oh!
That's cool.
Yeah.
I was like, these fucking weeb shits.
I don't
You know, I was also thinking.
You can't be a weeb in Japanese.
Yeah, exactly.
whatever. But I was thinking actually, do they? Because you know how we have a word for like weebs, right?
Yeah.
Do they have the inverse of like? Are the people over there obsessed
Americans?
with? Yeah. Are they obsessed with American culture? Do they have a word?
They do have a term. It's
they
like
do have a term, I forget what it is.
Gaijin Hunters is the translation.
That's racist, first of all.
That's the YouTuber. It's Monster Hunter
Is
videos.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's interesting.
But-
So it's like it's like it's Japanese people that are obsessed with American culture.
If I found an animal, I would try to give it a cool name. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't try to give it like a stupid name.
Like a cool name.
Yeah.
Like-
I don't know what. Thunderjaw.
That's edgy.
Yeah.
Are you looking for that?
Did you find it?
Yeah, I was trying to
find
find
it?
the proper term.
Okay.
Because Gaijin Hunters is just the
Oh, they're
English
looking for the
version.
animal.
Oh no, I want you to find the word you
Oh,
use
okay.
for Japanese people obsessed with American culture, if that's even a thing.
They just killed him. Why name them? You're gonna kill him. You cannot be in love with anything from the West.
Yeah.
I disown you. Whooshing. That was the sound of a sword.
All I'm finding is arguments of people saying how to avoid Gaijin Hunters, or like how to deal with
So wait,
them.
what does that mean?
It's basically like
That's what he said.
Japanese people who have an obsession with foreigners.
Because gaijin doesn't really mean white people.
Yeah, it just means
foreigner.
non-Japanese.
They just use it for white people in like media because
Huh.
white people was all up in there.
Interesting. So I guess that would be.
Because it's kind of
Oh,
funny.
but it doesn't necessarily mean American.
Englishman.
Yeah.
Imagine, and that's not racist. That's exactly how they say it because everything that isn't a Japanese word is transliterated
You don't have
using.
to explain your racism. It's all right. It's okay.
I know.
It's America. You don't have to explain shit.
No. I found this out because I was recently. I was like, all right. When they say an American name or some sort of Western name, they don't say it exactly how it sounds. So they don't say.
Right.
They wouldn't say. Let's say Mark.
Yes.
They say Marku.
Yeah.
Shit like that. And I'm trying to understand like why they do that.
They break apart
And-
the syllables.
Yeah, they break it up and they transliterate it through katakana.
I don't know that term, but yes, I know they do.
Mhm.
I knew they do
Basically, that
We have a resident weeb here.
I like linguistics. Fuck off. So there's 3 different writing systems that are in Japanese. There's hiragana, katakana, and kanji.
I feel like there should be some music while he explains this.
You put some traditional Japanese music.
With the flute.
no, but put a remix of traditional Japanese music with Peruvian pan flute.
Put anything from the Man with the Iron Fist soundtrack by the RZA.
Just play the Power Rangers theme.
Hiragana is basically like
When he summons the Megazord with the flute.
oh god. Yeah, hiragana is essentially the regular syllable writing system, and that's for regular old basic like communication.
Okay.
Katakana, like I mentioned before, that's for transliteration of non-English words.
Okay.
Sorry, they're non-Japanese words. And then kanji is like a 3rd level that's really complicated and useless, and most Japanese people don't even fucking use it.
Okay. So I think I've been using the wrong word then. 'Cause I use the word kanji for like in
Yeah,
general. but-
kanji are those very complex symbols that have a bunch of sub symbols in them,
Okay.
and they carry a different meaning depending on how you interpret it.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of glad I know English because the other ones seem complex. I know, like if I was born into it, I would obviously get it. But like,
Yeah.
You know what's actually easy to learn apparently,
what?
according to some people, Korean, because Hangul is basically what's it called? It's all phonetic
Mhm.
and it's written how you don't change the symbol
It's
based on
how
a
it's
certain
said.
application.
I know what you mean. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, in Japanese, for certain for certain hiragana, you have to add a like double dash that changes from like let's say ka, it would be ga, and you would put a double dash to the same symbol, so it's really confusing because of that.
Okay.
Like a parenthesis on one side. Like it's kind of what it looks like.
Parenthesis.
I'm
And that-
stupid.
That was
That's
the
a fucking quote.
that was that was
Quotation mark.
the knowledge
Mhm.
corner.
Mm-hmm. The knowledge
Featuring
corner.
Alex.
Mhm.
I'm just
Do
a
a
fucking
little-
nerd.
Give him a little outro tune as well when
Like
you
a,
finish.
like a doon doon doon.
Yeah.
Think of a bell. How long have we been talking?
What is that? Whoa, that's 15 minutes.
I'm hungry.
Pretty good.
You're hungry? I'm hungry too. I'm staring at my food right now.
Oh man, so difficult.
Yeah.
When food's right next to you. You know what I was thinking about? When I'm at work today, I went to the water cooler, got some water. And I was like, yo, it's so fucking easy to get water. Like, there's no, like, I'm like, you know, there's some countries where like they have like a major
Flint.
drought problem, or like, you know,
Or Flint.
they don't have what? Or Flint, yeah. That's another country.
I mean, New York City's getting bad. Like
Yeah.
a lot of schools in the Bronx have fucking lead problem.
oh shit.
My niece's school, she can't drink from the water fountains. They basically told her we're giving out water bottles at school, and you can only drink from the specific filter one. And that one they have to replace it like pretty regularly.
But yeah,
Like,
because a lot of kids are using
Yeah.
it. A lot of people. But yeah, I was thinking like well, I guess even America, but like especially in other countries, there are a lot of some countries, not a lot maybe, but that have drought problems or like they don't have access to clean drinking water. I'm like, it was just
Meanwhile, you're just
press
like
of a button here, just like
pouring it all over your
motherfuckers
face.
just waste water all the goddamn time.
Because they use water to chop fucking their samurai swords with and shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question.
what are you talking about my samurai sword
When
for?
you take a shower, right? Do you turn the water off while you lather, or do you just keep the water running?
Wait, what? Like when?
Like when you get in a shower, do you start the water, soap it up, like start the water, get it lathery, whatever, turn the water off, wash yourself, then turn it back on and rinse off?
No, that's
keep it running, right?
Yeah, what?
Yeah,
I was having-
I'm
is that
guilty of
even a
leaving it
thing?
on.
I was,
People do that?
no, I don't do that. But
Yeah.
I was having just discussion argument with argument with people on the internet because it was something about something I don't know, but we were talking about like the process by which you shower. And almost everyone on there was like, yeah, I turn it off while I'm showering.
That's fucking weird.
Blah. I'm like, really?
Were they not American?
some of them were, some of them weren't.
Huh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
was like,
imagine most of them are European.
yeah. I was like, oh shit. I'm like, that would be a cool thing to do. I'm not gonna do it. But it's cool to think about. I mean, like, if it ever came to the part where we got like water rations or whatever, like, I could do it. But I was just like, for now, I'm not because
We had a
I mean, personally, I kind of do the thing where I turn it off for certain things.
Mhm.
Brushing my teeth, I'm not like
something about the shower, motherfucker.
no. We're just talking about wastefulness.
Yeah, all right.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
I turn it off while I'm brushing my teeth. Too. Like,
Yeah.
put the little bit of water, toothpaste, turn it off. Boom, boom, boom.
yeah. I do the same thing with washing dishes. So
I'm bad at that. I'm not gonna lie. But that shit is
Yeah.
running like I can imagine how many gallons I use every time I wash dishes, boy. Yeah.
yeah.
I know it's bad, but I don't know how to like not do it that way.
Because like I tell people all the time, like I'm an environmentalist, but I'm not I'm all up in your face telling you what to do environmentalist. I'm like I put my money where my mouth is.
You're a practical one. Like you do what you can.
Exactly. Yeah. Whatever is in my grasp to do, like I recycle.
I think
I
if I
like
had
recycling.
one of those double sinks, I would be able to do that system where
Yeah.
you soap it up, put it here. Then, but it's a one sink
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can't. If
We
I
have
put
that.
it
We don't
somewhere-
even do that.
Yeah, like if I soap it up and then put it back in the sink, then the dirty whatever from the other one is getting on it. So yeah,
Yeah. The dishwashers are pretty good at that, actually.
they're getting better at conserving water, right?
Yeah. Women are getting better.
I didn't laugh. That was good. That was good. that was good.
Oh Jesus.
Speaking of kitchen appliances, have you seen these new refrigerators where it's opaque and then you knock on it and then open like you can see it inside?
Whoa, I haven't seen that. That's
It
pretty
is
cool.
dope. I'm gonna look it up. It is.
That sounds annoying if you have
I
children.
think it's LG. I think it's LG. You know what sounds annoying? Having children. That's what sounds annoying.
I know that I forgot it was LG or Samsung, one of those
Uh-huh.
big tech guys companies from Korea. They have a refrigerator that has a camera in it, and on the little screen,
That's Samsung.
Samsung. Yeah,
Because when I looked at the LG one, I attributed it to Samsung, and then that's when I saw that. But
Yeah.
yeah. So I think Samsung is the one with the camera, and LG is the one with it's called like knock feature, or whatever.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was pretty dope. It's like it's opaque, and then knock, and then you
That's
can see
fucking
inside.
dope.
I'll put it in the link. It's I mean, not that I'm here to afford anything.
We're heading to
soon.
those times though. You're
It's
gonna
just
be able
like
to,
3 something.
you're gonna be able to play. We're gonna be able to play Fortnite on your refrigerator.
What are you talking about? I can play Skyrim on there.
Yeah, that's
Like,
true.
way better game.
I'm not playing Fortnite. Not anytime soon. And by anytime soon, I mean ever again.
Mm.
I'm waiting for the smart fridges where like they learn what items you order and what frequency, and then they order it for you. You can't be a broke person with that kind of thing because like you're going to get that overdraft.
I think it's
immediately.
going to be one of those things where it's going to be what's it called, budget conscious. So let's say that you're a broke guy and you're also good at budgeting. You're like, oh, I only have X amount of money a month for fucking.
Yeah, imagine you could set it up to your bank account. So like I won't
Yeah.
purchase it if I'm at this amount.
Mm.
That'd be cool.
or even maybe it could be like you could set certain prices for
Price
certain
points?
like
Yeah.
produce.
Mhm.
Let's say, oh, I won't pay more than $5 a pound for bananas or something.
Yeah,
like that. I know it's
that's
a lot, but like
ridiculous.
No,
bro.
I know it's a lot. I just wanted to have a round number to work
This
with.
man is talking about fucking end of the world prices right now.
That reminds me.
Hey, that's the price. That's the price of Venezuela.
Jesus Christ.
Bank of America apparently is like they're
Bump.
experimenting with the new card that the 3 numbers on the back resets every 4 hours, and it's like a digital thing on the back of your card.
I wouldn't trust that.
Yeah.
Not trust that,
That
but
sounds
I
annoying.
yeah,
Right?
because I feel like the second it breaks down and I'm about to buy like a new strap on, a new toaster, then
That's interesting. I found it interesting. I don't know. Yeah, because
but
also
if
if you have
servers
it,
go down though, it's
yeah, or if you have it on Amazon, right?
What if I'm
you order
ordering my new
online,
how is it
anime figurine?
updating?
I don't know.
Like, is this shit connected to Wi-Fi or like?
I don't know.
Could it be that maybe it has like a chip in it that's constantly like it's kind of like AI, so it's constantly churning out random numbers.
But then it has to sync up with
Something.
something
I don't know.
for them to verify it.
I have no
You know what I'm
idea.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think it might be probably like an NFC kind of thing.
I don't know, honestly. I don't because all right, I got a new card, right?
Because that's the only connection I know that is
you
secure
probably
enough
already got these. I
to do banking with.
had to get a new card because my chip stopped. Oh, I didn't even fucking activate shit.
Oh, is it the one you could tap now?
Yes.
Ah, that one's really convenient.
Yeah. And the cool thing is, it doesn't show. So this is my old card. I'm not gonna put pictures, obviously, because
Yeah.
whatever. But just listen to me describe them.
Oh no, but we need to
I haven't.
show us the pictures.
So my
We can
old,
censor it out.
my old Wells Fargo. I don't trust that.
Yeah,
I don't
gotcha.
trust that at all. I know it's like
It was a
but,
joke, Alex.
You're a joke.
My Wells Fargo, damn, debit card. The first one, or the previous one, it has the numbers on the front, my name, customer sense, good through, etc., and it has the chip. On the back, it has the number, the 3 numbers. That's it. This new one, it
3 wacky numbers.
It's, aside from my name and the the Wells Fargo, whatever in the chip, it's flat and featureless. The number is actually on the back, including the customer sent and the expiration date. And you can, like you said, you can also like it's I guess NFC or whatever. We can
Mhm.
tap it. And I was like, oh shit! Now you can just tap. I know you can tap your phone. Now you can just literally tap the card, and it says that tap has the same amount of security as inserting it with the chip as well. So
Yeah,
I mean, I monitor my shit anyways, but I was
yeah.
like, that's cool. I just need a new car because the chip on the old one was broken. I wasn't like looking for any upgrade. And I was like,
See, the
Okay, I
Chase
think I
one
have
is similar.
information.
The Chase one's similar, but for mine, it still has mostly information on the front,
okay,
which I find stupid because it's also tappable.
yeah,
It's like I could easily get the information stolen,
right.
and then people could just literally just randomly generate
And look at
fucking
shit,
3
yeah.
numbers.
But I was like, oh, that's cool.
Okay, apparently it does not need a connection to talk to the bank. More than likely, it uses something like an RSA token, which generates a pretty secure code based on time.
Damn.
Yeah, and the battery for it is a 5-year battery life for that thing.
You're becoming Alex. You know
Oh,
that,
fuck,
right?
yeah. That's crazy.
He's talking far from.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Hey,
That's cool.
Here's a picture. I'm actually gonna save this
Well,
one
yeah.
right now so I can send it to
The
you. So you
picture we
can,
can give you because it's not any of our,
yeah. Well,
it's not a real card.
and it resetted in 4 hours.
Yeah.
So
Oh wait, so these are actually out in,
Yeah,
in the
they're-
wild already?
yeah, it's an experiment. Like
Oh,
they-
they're experimenting
Some
with
people
them.
have it.
yeah,
That's pretty cool.
yeah.
I didn't know about that.
Apparently, if you link it with Amazon, it doesn't matter either. It doesn't
What do you mean?
because people were worried like, oh, if I have my account, do I have to put the 3-digit
Oh,
code
they're
every
constantly
single?
updated? Okay,
yeah,
alright.
but it's like no, you don't have to do that.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I just realized that my thing updated my expiration dates. I might have to update it with some places. Fuck me.
Yo, imagine you gotta
That's just I'm
do it every month for your
That
Netflix.
is so annoying to update expiration dates. Like I get it's a security thing, but to remember like every place you've ever put and like you well, no matter what, you'll forget one of the places where you put an expiration date, like need to update it, and you go to order something and it's like, no, like what?
Have you taken a look
No.
at those apps that allow you to basically conglomerate all your subscriptions and stuff into one app?
No,
Like, basically, you'll make a fake card with them
Mhm.
that will draw from your regular bank account,
okay,
and that one will pay off. The fake card will pay off all of your subscriptions.
that's pretty cool actually.
Yeah, I'm gonna look up the name because I always get an ad for it,
Yeah,
and I haven't gotten around to getting it because I'm fucking retarded.
okay.
So
Always the word retarded. Fine.
I'm
Okay.
I'm fucking
Freaking
incompetent.
Handicapable.
Incompetent
freaking incompetent.
All of the above.
incel.
And okay, I mean that sounds cool. I
Yeah.
feel like that's more secure. Weirdly,
Yeah.
like
I spoke to you about the password manager, right?
yes, you did.
Dashlane.
Yes,
There's another
I
one.
didn't use
It's called LastPass, I think it is.
last pass.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
Dashlane.
I believe one of those two companies works with another one that basically creates a fake card for one-time purchases.
Okay,
Yeah, so that's another security thing.
it's like if you're a person that lives off the grid, but you need that something online real quick.
yeah. maybe the Bitcoin can't buy you your dildo.
Oh, I see.
Hmm.
Toaster. All right,
That's crazy.
I think
Your
we're,
dildo toaster.
Time to.
I think it's time to wrap it
Yeah.
up.
I actually want to say something because I feel like we have a Twitter, and
I don't manage it. So
Alex.
I don't know what I mean.
I don't think people are aware that we have things and we actually have listeners.
We have a.
We gotta plug shit. We gotta start
We
plugging
have to plug shit because
Yeah,
I feel like we just talk shit and people download it and, no one, and we're always like, hey, talk to us.
All right,
but
you
it's
gotta,
like,
you gotta plug the YouTube,
yeah,
the Twitter.
the Twitter definitely. What's
yeah.
our Twitter? Do you know our Twitter?
He's on the spot right now.
You ever see that meme of the nervous Mr. Krabs? That's me right now. Okay, so let's start off with the IG. The Instagram account is the Toilet Talk Podcast.
Are there
Yeah.
any pictures on there aside from like?
Yeah, we need to start putting pictures up
first
there.
Yeah, you know what I'm gonna start? What I want to start doing? I wanted.
Take a picture right now, yo. Right now.
No. I don't have makeup. I'm not. All right, be a dick. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, that's weird.
No, it's bad. That's a bad one.
That was a bad one.
We look like we're.
You just do like a really close up picture of me.
You should have put the one from the party.
Oh, yeah.
the couch.
Send me that
yeah.
one. Send me that one.
I'll say, yeah.
okay.
All three of us. Yeah.
All right, and know that the two of them have lost much weight since then, and I've gained the weight that they lost.
Damn.
Excuse you, Micah. You'd be pretty fucking fat if you had my weight.
All right, the
So-
Twitter is Toilet Podcast. That's it. Just at Toilet Podcast.
Okay.
Yeah, because
And there's one follower, and I think it's me.
Yay.
Yeah.
I don't have Twitter, so I can't do that.
We're not following anyone. We don't think anyone's cool. We're just too cool to follow people,
We're gonna
Alex.
follow some IG models, and then
Yeah.
maybe they're like, you know.
Yeah, maybe I'll like.
We need a banner, too. Anyone out there that
Yeah,
wants to make a
I'm-
banner for us? For free?
I
Not
gotta
for free,
make-
but I know a place I can
I
do
gotta
it,
make
like,
this shit.
for-
I've been busy with the job interviews the last week
Yeah.
and shit.
Oh, yeah, he wants to make an MS Paint one.
Basically, it'll be a lower quality version of the one that Sanjeev made us.
Okay.
For just for comedic for us.
We will do. That's what you
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So Micah will actually be the color black instead of a dark brown.
Oh, Jesus.
Chocolate.
Oh, man. That's going to be tasteful.
And I will be some sort of like
Yeah.
Arab,
Tell me more.
and you will be orange
Orange. Whoa.
Yeah.
Why am I orange?
because Puerto Rico.
Oh, what?
Puerto Rico.
Don't you hate the president of the United States?
Okay, hey, now it's time to end this. He's-
Oh,
Okay, so let's finish the shout outs.
we have Australian listeners.
Crikey, mate.
Oh,
We had Australian listeners.
Straight it, cunts.
Yeah.
soon gonna have
Well,
a premium,
sorry, guys.
premium podcast.
Yeah.
All right. So we shout out the IG, the Twitter.
We are internet. Yeah.
The YouTube is Toilet Talk. You'll find us. You'll see the banner. Same one as the podcast.
Yeah, we don't have a banner actually.
Sorry, the banner. Sorry, the picture. It will be the same exact picture.
Yeah.
And
Banner
I've searched
should
it
be
multiple.
uploaded.
I searched it on different devices with different.
And it
IPs.
pops up pretty quickly.
Yeah,
right?
it pops up like
Okay.
it's like top 5
Very
results.
good.
Yay.
Yay.
And the final one is the Facebook page.
It only took us 12 episodes to finally plug
I want to
us.
say something
Uh,
because this is coming out in like a week or so. So
yeah.
Yeah.
the maybe not the next upload, but the one after that will be October, and we're gonna try to have like
Oh yes. The spooky
cold open.
discussions, spooky
spooky
stories,
season. Kieran, put something scary at the end of this.
like the opening of a coffin,
Organ
Spooky stories.
playing music.
the sound of a silent
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
And,
we'll possibly tell
so
stories.
For October, we're trying to do
Tell
spooky
stories.
stories.
It'll be themed.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Very good.
Okay.
We'll narrate.
I don't know.
Oh, we'll decide that later.
Like I was saying, we could maybe do
We can
like
take turns.
yeah, we do.
You
we
can
take
narrate
turns.
one.
Maybe we could do a thing like we narrate like short.
Oh, you should
stories.
narrate one in the voice that Kieran loves.
I can't do those voices on command. That's the thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
It's like
yeah,
you
yeah,
have to summon
for the
it.
Toilet
Yeah.
Talk podcast.
Welcome to the Toilet Talk podcast.
He's gonna censor your entire story.
Redacted. The whole thing's redacted. But all right, yeah. So we're trying to like get ourselves out there more,
Yeah.
and I've
Yeah.
been dragging my heels. But
Yeah.
the Twitch
Yeah.
and
But I mean,
Mixer
surprisingly,
thing would be
without any of the plugging, we've had listeners. That's
so imagine with the plugin.
yeah, with the plugin.
Yeah.
And if you guys actually enjoy it, let us know.
And
Also,
We
since-
want to hear some feedback.
since I'm the one running the social
Yeah.
media, please DM us or comment on anything and just basically call me out on my bullshit.
Yeah,
Get
pretty
on
much.
it.
Instead of us telling you, Alex to shut the fuck up, we
Yeah.
want you to tell
Yeah,
Alex
tell
to
me to
shut the fuck up.
shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
Some people
please.
do it, we might
So I
make
know
a
when to
shirt.
stop.
Yeah.
I would actually love to make a shirt with that.
What?
And Alex, shut the fuck up shirt.
Oh hell yeah! I'd wear that
We
every
have,
day.
we have catchphrases.
You see, it wouldn't work just because there are certain times where I say things that are intelligent,
I'd still want you to shut the
deeply
fuck up.
intelligent.
All right, so we have it with a percentage or like a pie chart.
Alex, Alex, shut the fuck up. Times he should talk.
That actually would work. I like that.
And it's like the colors are coded. It's like, oh, social topics, science.
I like that. That sounds good. And
But yes,
also maybe in the next not maybe in the next few months we'll start doing a
video.
video.
You
You can see our faces.
can see our faces and reactions, and
I gotta go with the 10.
I guess Alex.
Take us out. Say a word.
Wahoo!
Yamete!
That was terrible. Yeet.